USD?
Light years.
That is correct for 4 points.
81a squared minus 4. Good Shepherd.
Open bracket 9a minus 2, close bracket, open bracket 9a plus 2.
That is correct.
And nutrients to and from my territory. I have OWA's basic.
Cell membrane.
Cell membrane is correct for 3 points. Amphos.
80.
80 is correct for 1 point.
The ideal Solomon Bennett student is someone who is an all-rounder. I mean, practically, intellectually, morally, physically. At first, the study of science was chew, pour, pass, and forget.
As a school, we thought it's what they study. So as a school, we decided to introduce the science sets.
As a parent, I experience what is being taught to my child in school, in the house, and I see my children telling me this is what brings the force to the machine that is carrying the load and the rest, and I'm like, wow, if at grade 5 and 6 a child is able to have all this at the back of their mind and be hands-on, then the future is bright.
Science sets has been the game changer for Solomon Bennett Memorial as a school.
Good afternoon, and you are welcome to the Junior Science and Maths Quiz competition organized by KNUST in collaboration with the Ghana Education Service and ERIDEC Ghana. We are proudly sponsored by the KNUST IDL, KNUST E-Learning Center, and DEXT Technologies. Let's give them a big round of applause. So this is the second contest of the first day for the Greater Accra Regionals. And as we know, the Junior Science and Maths Quiz is made up of 4 rounds. We have the fundamentals round, the fastest brain, fastest finger round, the science and technology challenge, and the decoding the clues round. Before every round, I would read out the instructions to the contestants before we start. So this afternoon's contest is between St. Francis XAVIER RC and DEBSONS Academy. We would like the contestants to introduce themselves before we begin. We'll start with DEBSONS Academy.
My name is Penelope Nima Mankwa.
And
Austin Akon.
please let's clap for them. And St. Francis XAVIER RC is being represented by, and
Blessing Elisha Baini.
please let's clap for them. Okay. So we'll begin with the first round. The first round, as I said, is the fundamentals round. And in this round, we'll have questions from biology, chemistry, physics, mathematics, and ICT. If a school answers a question correctly, 3 points are awarded. If it is incorrectly answered, then it becomes available as a bonus to the other school to answer. The score for a bonus question is 1 point. Schools will have 15 seconds to answer questions that do not require calculations and 40 seconds to answer questions that require calculations. Each school has a maximum of 2 attempts for their main question and 1 attempt for a bonus question. Okay. So before you attempt to answer a bonus question, you have to press your buzzer. Before we begin, we'd like to hear the buzzers from each school. We would first hear from St. Francis Xavier, and then DEBSONS Academy. Wonderful. So if we are ready, let's give the contestants a big round of applause. Okay. So the first round of questions would start with DEBSONS Academy. But there's a preamble to all schools, so listen attentively. So each school is supposed to state a common breed of a farm animal in Ghana. You state the common breed of a farm animal I'm going to give you in Ghana. So we'll start with DEBSONS Academy. Your farm animal is cattle.
Sokoto Guda.
That is correct for 3 points. St. Francis Xavier, your farm animal is a pig. So you've been bailed out. Bonus. Okay, so for pigs, we have the large whites, we have the landrace, we have the duroc. They are all breeds of pigs commonly reared in Ghana. The second round of questions. You are to describe the following magnetization process. Describe the following magnetization process. This time I'll begin with St. Francis Xavier. Your question is magnetization by electrical method. Magnetization by electrical method.
This kind of magnetization occurs with the electrical circuits being with a metal or a solenoid passed around the iron metal, which is used to
continue.
Which is used to magnetize a non-magnetic substance.
I'll give you 2 out of 3. Because you did not turn on the switch. Okay. So, DEBSONS Academy, your magnetization is by double touch. Magnetization by double touch. Time's up. Bonus.
This type of magnetization is when a magnet is placed in between, a non-magnetic substance is placed in between a magnetic substance.
You are not correct, and you did not even ring your buzzer. So you were disqualified in the first place. So double touch is when 2 magnets are put on the opposite sides of a metal, and then you touch them simultaneously to magnetize the metal. Okay, so the third round of questions. State the chemical formula for the following substances. State the chemical formula for the following substances. DEBSONS Academy, vinegar. Bonus. St. Francis.
NaCl.
No. NaCl is salt, not vinegar. Vinegar is C2H4O2 or CH3COOOH. Okay, your main question, St. Francis Xavier, LPG. LPG. Go ahead. No. Bonus. Okay, Debson has declined to answer. The answer is C5H5, or otherwise propane, C5H5. The fourth round of questions. Again, a preamble. State the energy transformation in the following processes. State the energy transformation in the following. St. Francis burning a candle. The time is up. Bonus? Yes, Austin?
Chemical heat, light, and
That is correct for a bonus. Kindly speak straight into the mic so we can hear you, okay? All right. So, Debson, your main question is striking a match.
kinetic energy, heat energy, light energy.
That is correct for 3 points. The fifth round of questions. Solve the following equations. Solve the following equations. Debson Academy, 5 minus px minus x squared is equal to 0. And you have to find p if x is 3. The equation is 5 minus px minus x squared is equal to 0. And you have to find p if x is 3. Time's up, bonus. Yes, Blessing.
-4 on 3.
That is correct. Please, let's encourage them by clapping, okay? All right. St. Francis, your major question. Find y if y is equal to 9 into brackets 2 over 3 all to the power x. 9 into brackets 2 over 3 all to the power x. So 9 standing alone and 2 over 3 as a fraction is raised to the power x. And x is 3. X is 3.
Y is equal to 12.
No.
Y is equal to 18.
No. You've run out of attempts. Bonus.
What?
Yes, bonus. So y is 8 on 3. 8 on 3. Because it's a fraction raised to the power 3, you have to cube both 2 and 3. So that gives you 9 whole number, 8 over 27. And 9 cancels 27 gives you 3. So you have 8 on 3. Okay. Now the 6th round of questions. The following questions I will read out as statements. And you are to state whether they are true or false. These questions will not be passed on as bonuses unless the school refuses to give an answer. So I'll start with St. Francis Xavier. The title bar of a window allows users to rearrange the order of multiple open windows. Is that true or false?
True.
True is correct for 3 points. DEBSONS Academy. The search tool can be used to find and replace formatting elements in a document. Is that true or false?
True.
That is incorrect. It's false. It's false. Now, the last round of questions in this round, we'll start with DEBSONS Academy. An interior angle of a regular polygon and its adjacent exterior angle are supplementary. Is that true or false? An interior angle of a regular polygon and its adjacent exterior angle are supplementary.
False.
The answer is true. The answer is true. And finally, St. Francis Xavier, all adjacent angles sharing a vertex are supplementary. Is that true or false?
False.
Unfortunately, it's true. And with that, we come to the end of round 1. Welcome back. We just finished our first round of the second contest of the first day of the Greater Accra Regionals. This is the Junior Science and Maths quiz. So at the end of the first round, we had DEBSONS Academy with a total of 7 points. Let's give them a round of applause. And St. Francis Xavier with 6 points. We are reminded that the Junior Science and Maths quiz is proudly sponsored by the KNUST e-learning. They say just a click, KNUST IDL, and DEXT Technologies. So we come to round 2, which is the fastest brain, fastest finger round. And in this round, one question will be read out, and the contestants will compete to be the first to answer. Each question in this round carries a score of 4 points. When the contestant is ready to respond, they should press the buzzer before attempting to answer. Answering before pressing the buzzer will disqualify the school from the question. And after the buzzer is pressed, contestants have 3 seconds to provide an answer, else the school will be disqualified. Now, if a school gets the question wrong, then the other school gets to answer, still by pressing their buzzer. A wrong answer in this round attracts a penalty of 1 point. Before we continue, let's again hear the buzzers of the schools. We'll start with St. Francis Xavier, DEBSONS Academy. All the best to you as we begin. So the first question. Bromothymol blue indicator in a neutral solution will give which color? Bromothymol blue indicator in a neutral solution will give which color? St. Francis?
The color is colorless.
That is incorrect. DEBSONS Academy, you have a chance to answer. DEBSONS Academy has declined to answer. So the answer is green. It's green. The second question. Turmeric water indicator in an acidic solution will give which color? Turmeric water indicator in an acidic solution will give which color? The time's up and the color is yellow. The third question. Rocks formed by the accumulation and lithification of mechanical weathering debris is called. Rocks formed by the accumulation and lithification of mechanical weathering debris is called. St. Francis?
Sedimentary rock.
Sedimentary rocks is correct. The fourth question in this round. The root of the tooth extends below the gum line and anchors the tooth to which structure of the face? The root of the tooth extends below the gum line and anchors the tooth to which structure of the face? The root of the tooth extends below the gum line and anchors the tooth to which structure of the face? So the time's up, and the answer is the jawbone. The jawbone. The fifth question. Which types of cells do not have a true nucleus? Which type of DEBSONS Academy?
Prokaryotic.
Prokaryotic cells is correct. The sixth question. What type of energy is released during nuclear reactions? What type of energy? DEBSONS?
Nuclear energy.
Nuclear energy is correct. The last but one question in this round. Factorize 3 minus 2x minus x squared. Factorize 3 minus 2x minus x squared. Penelope?
X into bracket 3 minus.
Come again.
X into bracket 3 minus 2 close bracket.
That's not correct. The time is up, and the answer is 1 minus x in one bracket and x plus 3 in another bracket. So the final question of this round. If an integer x is divided by 7, the quotient is 11 with a remainder of 1. What is the value of x? An integer x is divided by 7. The quotient is 11 with a remainder of 1. What is the value of x? Yes, Blessing?
X is equal to 1 on 77.
No. So this time is up, and the answer is 78. So you have a mixed fraction. You have 11 whole number, 1 over 7. And then when you convert that, you have 78 over 7. And since we said x is divided by 7, then x is 78. And with that, we come to the end of the second round of this afternoon's contest. We are back from the fastest finger round, and at the end of the second round, DEBSONS Academy had 7 points, and St. Francis Xavier had 2 points. So the total points at the end of the 2 rounds, we have DEBSONS Academy with 14 points and St. Francis Xavier with 8 points. Let's clap for our contestants. Now, before we move on to our third round, which is the Science and Technology Challenge, we want to make some changes. So St. Francis Xavier, let's bid farewell to blessing Elisha Baini as he takes his seat. And please clap for him till he sits down.